Now, ladies and gentlemen, when the Edmonton Oilers built that Stanley Cup dynasty of the 1980s, there was a lot of unheralded players that basically has gotten recognition but weren't on the upper echelon. You're looking at Dave Lumley, Willie Lindstrom, players like some of the Russians that came, not Russians, but the Finns that came in, Siltanen. But this guy, ladies and gentlemen, not only probably one of the smartest hockey players of all time, one of the best hockey doctors, not the doctor for hockey, but a hockey/doctor ever in the league history. Now, this gentleman has so much respect across Canada, especially in Alberta, and when Randy Gregg finally made the NHL, it was twists and turns which led him to Team Canada and, of all things, playing in Japan. Now, Randall John Gregg, born February 19th, 56, in Edmonton, Alberta, spent 10 seasons in the NHL and is currently a family physician in the Edmonton region. He is best known for his time with the Oilers, where he spent most of his career and won 5 Stanley Cups, including 84, 85, 87, 88, and 90. Now, Gregg attended the University of Alberta to work towards a medical degree, and playing hockey to him was a secondary priority. Now, he did numerous interviews at the time saying he didn't see a career in the NHL because he wanted to go into medicine. However, he eventually became one of the top players in the Canadian University Hockey Association, leading the Golden Bears to 2 CIAU national titles. He was also CIAU Player of the Year in '79. Now, the big defenseman, 6'4", probably weighing in easily at 225, although he say 215 most days. He, again, decided to reject a contract offer from New York Rangers, but rejected it to spend a year with Father David Bauer's Canadian national team program. Now, eventually captained Canada's entry at the '80 Winter Olympics at Lake Placid. He played his heart out there, ladies and gentlemen, leading Team Canada to a 6th-place finish and an almost upset of the Russians. Now, following the 80 games, he took the unusual step of signing, of all places in Japan, as a player coach, and he spent 2 full seasons playing there. He was at last convinced to accept an offer by the Oilers and joined the team for the '82 playoffs, appearing in 4 games. Now, he really changed the way that Edmonton's defense was going, because Paul Coffey, Lee Fogland, some of the other players had more talent, but Gregg, being a stay-at-home defenseman, also could play in the offense. He was a solid form on the back end. Now, in 1983, Gregg emerged as a regular in the Oilers' blue line, notching 28 points, including 6 goals in 80 games, receiving as much notoriety from the fact that he had a medical degree as he did for his solid play on the blue line, because every time you mention Randy Gregg, Dr. Randy Gregg is going to go into a medical career on retirement. He helped the Oilers reach the finals in 83, losing to the Islanders. In 84, he had his finest NHL season, as he recorded career highs of 12 goals and 40 points, and with 10 points in the 19 playoff games, pretty well on the second power play line. Now, this was Edmonton's first Stanley Cup, well-deserved over the Islanders in a rematch. Now, following the campaign, he was selected to represent Canada at the '84 Canada Cup tournament, helping Team Canada to the victory. Now, Gregg continued to be a solid contributor over the next few seasons for the Oilers, as he dominated the NHL and won the '85 Stanley Cup, although he'd been slowed somewhat by injuries. However, hockey was still something of a temporary career for Gregg, and he was conflicted about when he should leave the sport and take up his medical calling. Now, he eventually retired after the Oilers' disappointing loss in the '86 playoffs, but changed his mind 6 weeks into the season and helped Edmonton win their 3rd title in '86. Now, he retired from pro hockey again for this '88 campaign to enter a residency program in orthopedic surgery, as well as represent Canada at the '88 Winter Olympics, where he finished 4th. He then rejoined Edmonton again for the playoffs to win another cup. Now, he spent 2 more years with the Oilers as a solid depth defender, helping the team win their 5th Stanley Cup in 7 years in 1990. He was one of 7 players to play for all 5 title teams. Now, exposed in the NHL waiver draft in 1990, he was claimed by Vancouver, but decided again to retire. However, he changed his mind again. After a year away from the sport, he signed with the Canucks for the '92 season, appearing in 21 games and provided valued veteran leadership for a young, improving team, and it was a big factor in motivating the squad to get later on to the '94 Cup final. He eventually retired for good following the season. Now, deceptive numbers. He appeared in 474 NHL games, 41 goals and 152 assists for 193 points, along with 333 minutes and penalties. His big claim, of course, was his playoff tenure, 137 games, 13 goals and 40 assists for 53 points. Now, following his retirement, Gregg completed his residency training program at the University of Alberta. Now, the family doctor also operates a successful sports medicine practice in Edmonton. Now, he also briefly worked as TSN as the third-string color commentator for NHL games in '95 and did a really good cerebral job. Now, Gregg's personal life has been strong as well. He married American-born Canadian Olympic speed skater Kathy Volk on June 1984. The duo have 4 talented children, Ryan and Sarah, as well as speed skaters Jessica, Gregg, and Jamie. The family reside, of course, in Edmonton. Now, his legacy also lives on the university level. The Dr. Randy Gregg Award is presented annually by Canadian University Sport, what was before CIAU but now CIS, to reward excellence in the student athlete. The Canadian University Ice Hockey player who receives this award has exhibited outstanding achievement in ice hockey, academics, and community involvement. Now, the 4 years at University of Alberta were quite strong. He averaged between 30 and 35 points a season. Team Canada 1980 put some great numbers, 24 points in 56 games. With Kokodu Kyaku in Japan, he had 24 goals in 71 games, and again came to Edmonton for the playoffs that year. And again, best season with Edmonton, 84, 13, 27, and 40. Now, for the Team Canada program in 88, 2 goals and 6 assists for 8 points. Now, at the Olympics again, 1980, goal and assist for 2 points. Of course, his future teammate Glenn Anderson was on that squad. Canada Cup, he played 3 games as a number 7, number 6, number 7 defenseman, 1 assist in 3 games. And of course, Team Canada 88, big 3 points in 8 games. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Randy Gregg could have had a much longer career in the NHL, but he felt he wanted to give something back to the people in the region that he loves. And from what I heard, he's one of the best family doctors in all of Canada. Very good with his patients, very good with parlaying the importance of health protection for his patients. So, but Randy Gregg, what a career to win 5 cups in a decade and to play in a 6th Stanley Cup, 2 Olympics. I mean, you can't resume this any better than that. And of course, the success with the University of Alberta. So, ladies and gentlemen, a big announcement as well. This channel has started monetization recently. So from now on, know that any money we make will be going back into the channel. Please give us a like, comment, or subscribe. We started this channel as non-monetized, but we've decided to monetize it for obvious